Well, hello everyone. Welcome back. Uh, Welcome back to the stream. We are gonna get started on planting again. We'll get that resumed. Haven't been on since last stream, so everything that I streamed last is nothing's been updated. So we're just gonna jump right back into the game. What are you doing here? Oh, you're rolling this, right? What the heck? I was in the middle of folding. Turn volume up a little bit. There we go. So yeah, welcome back. Don't got much going on right now, but kind of just be a little bit of a boring stream. Nothing really to do other than sit and let stuff work. We could probably plan if we wanted. If you guys, do you guys want me to plan? I'll plan for now, since let's see. Just set two headlines. So, who's next? Hired worker. There we go. Yep. So I guess we'll plan it for now for you guys. So you get a little bit of something going on. Won't be much action since, long strips down the field, but you'll get some. Did add the new updated I think it's Cassius tractor. And then also sprayers. We have custom moddings now. So that's nice. And yeah, we'll get to planting here, and then that's pretty much all we'll do on stream. Probably be about an hour again. But had a good Easter, good time with the family. I just have 2 weeks till I finish school, so getting ready for that. Let's see, I got someone else tuned into the stream other than myself. Thanks for tuning in. Dang, someone was spamming the emojis there. Jeez. Yeah, looks like we lost our viewers now. That's alright. It's kind of boring anyways. Just watch me plant. But let's check and see. I haven't checked how the other videos have done, the live streams at least. My videos. Oh, got 20 views on the last one. That's pretty good. Okay, well, I consider that as a, good. And I think we had like 1 or 2 viewers on it to start, so. It's good to know. It's starting to increase again. So it looks like after we get done with this run, we'll have to go fill up with fertilizer over at the trucks. Seeds will be good, but we'll need some fertilizer. I still gotta figure out the turning on this tractor. Still not a fan of it. But so yeah, if we even make it to the end here with the liquid fertilizer, we'll go fill up at the trucks. But yeah, we'll probably get this field planted in the stream. Get ready for the next one. We might have to stop planting this one for a little bit and go finish up the the pinto bean field, and then bring that tractor back, and we have to buy a different planter because the planter I have now, it's got a lower rate, so it's like there's the dynamic lowering incorporated in it, and it doesn't. I don't have the mod downloaded, so it lowers really, really slow, and the course play and hired worker don't agree with it, so I have to go back through and plant the end rows. But I don't think we're gonna make it to the end. Doesn't look like it. Oh man, my eye itches. Sorry. We'll go take this over to the truck, get her filled up, and come back and continue planning. I'm actually have tempted to get a new tractor right now. We'll see if backing up to this triggers it. I doubt it will, but we'll test it out and see if it does. Oh, it's gonna be like that. Okay, well, we have to pull this up now. That's the only bad part about using nurse trailers like this. You gotta freaking fold the planter up every single time. It's kind of annoying. They need to make it like a fill trigger on the back, because there is, where is the fill trigger for the fertilizer on this? There's got to be a hose hookup somewhere. Is it right here on the back side? I don't know why I can't find it, but I think it should be, I guess on the back of the planter would make it maybe unrealistic. I do not like this tractor turning whatsoever. Alright, we'll refill this and then we'll get back in the field. Looks like that Dodge 9R is going to take forever to work that field up, but that's okay. Let's get completely unfolded. There we go. I see we got people, kind of jumping in and out. If you join, thanks for joining. Thanks for watching for, just a little bit. Any traction helps a little bit, so appreciate it. Swing around, get back to it. Feel free to message in the chat if you do have any questions. I have it pulled up on another screen, so if you're wondering where I got mods from or anything. So we're gonna try and keep this stream at least realistic. So see, we got emojis in the chat again. Thanks. And we got 3 likes. Whoever liked, thank you for liking the video. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. You'll probably get probably another maybe 3 videos this week. Tomorrow, Wednesday. We'll probably, no, not 2, not 3, but 2 more this week. Tomorrow and Wednesday. Try to do an hour-long stream. Maybe 2 tomorrow. We'll see how that goes. But depends if my buddies want to hop on and play on the PlayStation. So if they don't, I'll be back on around this time again tomorrow night, streaming for maybe an hour. And I am open to suggestions if you think that pre-recorded videos and me uploading pre-recorded videos, when I'm gone for the weekend, would be a help. I can schedule those for upload if you want me to do that, and try and stick to a schedule, maybe 2 over the weekend. But I know those get a little bit more boring just because you don't have that live interaction and they can be long. I'm still trying to figure out the video editing software and how to make time lapses and stuff like that. So I've just been sticking with live streams. So yeah, this is our first official spring planting season. Previous streams we just took off the crops from the base game, opening up the map and starting it. we fed the cattle last video in the live stream, so shouldn't have to feed them today. And this one, unless we get all the planting done in advance today, but I don't see that happening in the stream. The planting is going to take quite a while, especially with, you know, I left. I think I have the biggest field left that I own, so. Excuse me. But we'll get this one planted with corn. We shouldn't have to do any silage either in the upcoming live streams. I think we have over 2.9 million liters of it, so that should keep the cattle fed for a year or two. I think I'm going to stick on Forest River, North Dakota for a while too. I don't think I'm going to switch over to Ashton Corners, just because I like the bigger maps. I'm not a big. I don't like the. It's not terrace farming, but I can't think of the name of it. It's not coming to my head right now, but I'm just not a big fan of that. I like the bigger maps, the more open fields. So. And the idea that this one's flatter, it's easier to build your own farm on too. That's the nice part as well. A lot of your Wisconsin maps have, you know, rolling hills, but it's just harder to build your farms. Still trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with the dairy farm. If you watched, I think my first live stream, we got a lot of open space. I am kind of waiting for I think it's CN squared modding or BSL modding to release his freestall, his large freestall he's been working on. I think that'll be a great addition to the cattle farm. It might actually fill in some space too for us. So. Because it's not like we need another shed. That Morton shed in the back on the main farm has barely anything in it, so I'm not even using that space. It's just kind of like an overflow for when we upgrade stuff. We'll probably get I don't know when Custom Modding's gonna release his the case planners are in the big air drill, the John Deere one. So, but I'd like to kind of get my hands on that. Maybe I'll pay for his Patreon and get access to him. But so yeah, if you weren't tuned in at the beginning of the live stream, we're just planting here on Forest River, North Dakota. We're planting corn here in this field, but we also are planting pinto beans with our other planter in another field that we'll have to go back to and finish up the end rows. But if you want me to show you the farm at some point, let me know. I did a little bit of a farm tour in the first live stream, but I know it's getting close to planting season, and you know, real life, we don't have anybody out in the fields yet. They're just kind of working ground. Usually see it around here, end of April, early May is when it really starts. needs to be refilled. Alright, we gotta stop this. Oh man, I just refilled them. I don't wanna. Oh man, lovely. Yep. This is the only unrealistic part that I'm gonna do. Oh, that's nice. I don't feel like dealing with this. Fertilizer. Fill it with seed. This is the only unrealistic part I'm doing. I don't feel like driving all the way across the map, especially just for a live stream. If it was a pre-recorded video, I probably would, but... Oh, come on. Finish unfolding. It's back on its course. Looks like getting ready to do the end rows, so it won't be long. We'll have to go back over there and finish those up. We might go to 1 o'clock with this stream. It'll be Eastern time, 1 o'clock, 1 a.m. Eastern time. So I don't know what everybody's time zone is watching the stream, but we'll see how tired I get. Honestly, probably get tired pretty fast, but back to myself watching the stream. God, it's so hard to stream. You don't have an audience to draw attention to and talk to. But I guess I'm doing it for fun, so just putting it out there for people to watch in their free time. Because, when I'm working, I tend to throw on whatever just in the background for noise. Usually half the time I throw on a live stream, because some of them end up being 2-3 hours, and you watch one, you have one playing in the background, time goes by, and so. Let's see, we got 4 thumbs up on the stream so far, so thank you to the people who did like it. Well, it's kind of ripping away at the field. I didn't realize it was going this fast, but we will have to take care of the pinto bean planter soon. Wouldn't be surprised if the lamp blower's done. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, if anybody wonders what uh, computer run, I don't know the exact model. I run an MSI desktop. I used to have a MSI laptop, but getting into the modding stuff, getting into the bigger stuff, a desktop's super nice. It runs super efficient and cleaner. But yeah, so I have an MSI. I think I have a 4070 graphics card. I think I have 32 gigabytes of RAM. 1 terabyte solid state drive, liquid cooling. So I went big and didn't go. They say go big or go home, and I decided to go big on this one. So just because I figured it would last me a while, and they're easy to upgrade, they're easy to switch out. So it's easy to add RAM sticks. Just more durable, and you don't have to worry about the heater sitting on your lap. But before the desktop, I had I think it was an MSI GE75 Raider. I think it had a 2070 Super. I don't remember the exact name. 2070 Super X, and then it had 16 gigabytes of RAM and 2 terabytes of solid state storage. But that thing was a heater when you played Farming Simulator. I think I have the 4070 RTX. I think that's what the graphics card is. I actually need to upgrade for a long time because Farming Simulator does not require the highest graphics card. So I think I have Intel Core i11, I believe. So should be good on the computer for a long time. See, we got someone else on the stream. Welcome. Just planning here on Forest River, North Dakota. Trying to finish up our spring planning. Still have the largest field on the map to go, but we're slowly getting that one worked up. We're planting pinto beans down here. We'll have to go finish what the course play missed in field 58. Excuse me. But I don't think we're gonna. I think we're gonna go straight pinto beans this year because they sell just for about the same amount of soybeans, and try out the new fruit type in the map. I can't believe I've already been streaming for 30 minutes. It does not feel like that. We might make it an hour and a half on this stream. Maybe an hour and a half. See how the body feels. Do need to get some sleep tonight. 8 a.m. class tomorrow. But you know what they say, you got the rest of your life to sleep. Or, you know, you can say, I'll sleep when I'm dead. Heard people say that too. Who finished the field work? We'll get to the end of this row and then go see what tractor finished their field. They're probably both getting ready to finish. Oh boy, the yawning started. That means the droopy eyes aren't too far behind. But I know we have an 8410 on the in-game Brant land roller. It's either him that finished or the 8RT and the John Deere planter. It's probably the planter. But we'll go over there, and if it's the planter, finish everything up, and we'll drive him back to the farm. We'll sell the planter, and I'm gonna switch planters out to the one I'm using now, and put it on that tractor. And we also we will have a wheat field. Where did I buy that at? Where'd they go? I thought I had a wheat field. Oh, nope, I'm thinking of Ray County, Missouri. I had bought a wheat field. But, okay, we'll stop this here for now. We'll go get, so which one's done? So does this one. Course play folded it up. Now I gotta wait. Come on, unfold. Then we'll swing this around and get whatever they missed. So I've already clicked lower, and now the planter just lowered. To see why I have problems with it in course play. And it looks like the 8410 just finished their field work too. So we'll fold this one up, we'll drive this, we'll grab the 8410 and get him land rolling this field. Then we'll drive the 8RT back to the farm. And then switch planters out. Sorry to get you something on YouTube quickly. Just give me a minute. I'll be back. Dashboard content. So we have 3 Forest River live streams and 3 Ray County. Let's see, do the math quickly. 33 on Forest River. And what? 25, 31 off of Ray County. So already we've had more Forest River because it's more populated. So we'll probably stick to Forest River, North Dakota. I mean, I may switch back to Bibb County for a little bit, but I saw he just released the new beta, so we'll head down to the other end of the field here and clean that up, mess up, and then bring them back and fold them up, and then grab the 8410 and come have them land roll this field. And I'll drive the 8RT back with the DB60. Come on, brother. Thank you. All right. I don't feel like building a farm again in Ray County, Missouri either. That's why I think I'm just going to stick on Forest River, because every time he releases a beta, I don't want to have to rebuild the farm. I don't have to script in the old buildings and everything else. It's just not worth it. It's not worth the pain when I can just stick on this and play on a very good beta testing map. So I think the OS Farms did a fantastic job with this map and has done a fantastic job. I think this will be one of the more popular maps out for a while through FS25. I think I could see this, being played on towards the end of FS25. People will still want to play on this map. People will probably still be downloading on this map. No the North Dakota maps come out, and of this size right now, this is one of the bigger maps out. I believe this is a 4X. So, but we'll let this fold up, and then we'll drive it up to the road, and then grab the 8410 with the land roller. All right, let's go up to the road. But a lot more mods are starting. A lot of mods are starting to be released. I think people are figuring out how Giants Editor works in scripting. People are getting their projects out now, so I think the game is starting to pick back up a little bit. I didn't play it played it when it came out. I played it for about a month after it came out, and then I stopped playing for a good 3-4 months just because it wasn't the same. It didn't feel. It felt like it was almost rushed, in a sense. It's hard to explain, kind of that way, but now I feel like it's kind of back. My brother, off modding, you can go check out his itch page, but he's perturbed. He's not modding for this one just because he can't figure out I think it's the lights. There's something to do with lights in Giants Editor that they changed and updated, and he's been having headaches trying to figure that out. I don't feel like leaving tracks in this, so let's unfold the land roller so we don't leave any tracks. We might be able to make it around the outside. But yeah, speaking, like, going back to the modding part, my brother had modded a bunch of trucks and trailers. He never really got into the farming stuff just because there was so much more to deal with. But he took a, if you don't know, he made a crew cab Peterbilt hauler. So, and that took a lot of his time. He has a few released for FS25. I just don't think they're up to the specs of what you would expect out of a game. But I told him he needs to get back in it, so we'll see if it makes a difference when I go home over the summer. If he'll start playing again now that I'm home and completely home and not going back to school. He might see me on and open up the game and throw it on, but I guess we'll see. All right, let's get this guy set up. Okay. Oh, don't crash on me. Alright, computer. I just heard my computer fire up there. That made that work hard. I've never heard my computer sound like that before. That was weird. Started, and then let's go back over to the 8RT. We'll drive this back to the farm. Let's sell the planter we have attached to it now, and then buy the other model. Probably start to see viewers die off now, just because it's so late. I'll probably call it after an hour, just because of the time. I'm trying to find the best time for streaming throughout the day, and so far it seems late night streams have drawn the most traction. Probably wouldn't need this tractor either, because it's on a 3-point. The other planter's on a 3-point hitch. Only reason I got this one is because of turn radius, because this one's on the normal pin hitch. So I might switch tractors. I might get the 8RX for the other planting tractor. I might completely sell this setup in general. Probably have to pull out another stinking loan to pay for the other one, but we could finance it too, using the financing mod. But yeah, so the first stream that you watched, or the last planting stream, we planted this field here to our left of corn. So but yeah, I think we're gonna sell this setup and buy the other John Deere setup we have in mind. And as soon as those Case early riser planters go out, you're gonna see these John Deere planters go out the door and never get bought again. Here's the part of the farm. Here's the main farmyard. Pull into the shed here. We'll use the trigger in the shed to sell it. That way we can try and get, you know, more money out of it, but we'll see how it turns out. Alright, where are you at? Sell you as well. Alright. Where do I have the store delivery set up at? Do I have it set up outside over here? Yep, I do, okay. So let's go. Yeah, let's do the 8RX. God, $515,000. So we're gonna have to finance the planter. And then planters, we want this one. 1775 MT. Let's do normal tires for this one. Look at the gauge wheel spoke. Put a GPS on this. Fertilizer openers. Yeah, we're probably gonna want them. Cleaner discs, drag chain, yes. Yeah, we're gonna have to finance to a year, 5%. Alright. So we'll get this one loaded back up. We'll have to wait for the John Deere 9R to get the ground worked out, but we'll get this one set up for pinto bean planting. See, we got 4 viewers. Welcome to the stream. Here on Forest River, just plant during spring season planting. So let's go. Actually, we can just go fill up. Let's just go fill up at the trucks. We're gonna plant pinto beans, and then we'll get back to finishing this field up manually. We gotta figure out where the trigger is for this. We need to turn the truck on, maybe. See if that. Yeah, we do that. Fill this up with seed. I've actually never used the 8RX in the game before, so it's the first time using it. We'll fill it up with fertilizer. Still a little too far away. Not registering it. Come on, register the tank. Am I gonna make the turn? Probably not. We'll probably have to back up. Now we should be able to make the turn. Alright, so we'll leave this parked at the farm. We'll pull it in, back it into the shed over here, because we have to wait till the 9R is done with the field. We're getting pushed by the planter. Yeah, this doesn't have as big of a turn radius. Come on, turn. There we go. Alright. We're back in the shed for now. Leave it parked. Too close to the wall, I think. Oh, this is that. New Holland. Okay, we should be good there. We'll park there for now. We'll go back to because yeah, we're waiting on this. Waiting on this AR 8R to finish this field. I probably could, not been an idiot and put a Baker cultivator on it, but alright, so we'll get back to planting. Putting corn in the ground. So the planter we're using now behind this tractor is the one that we just bought behind the 8RX. The one that I'll show you now was the DB60. So this one, it almost has its own dynamic lowering kind of incorporated into it, so the hired worker doesn't agree with it when it wants to work, so it lowers super late. So you have to go back and do a lot of manual work, which is not worth it. So we'll buy two of the same models for now. I think I need to download that Sowers seed drill soybeans, the drills, because I'm tired of having to, buy a planter. Hello Eugene. I'm good. How are you? So you said good morning. You from what time is it there? Because it's midnight here. Well, I guess it is good morning. It's 12:30 a.m. But thanks for tuning in. But yeah, I'll definitely get this before we end the stream. I'll get this field planted completely. That way, the only thing left to do is the big pinto bean field, and maybe I can get it set up so I maybe can get both planters on the course play. Figure that out. But I know that's an option with that mod. We gotta get some more liquid fertilizer. I do the fold the planter all the way back up to fill it up. It's annoying. I'll fold it up here. Just burn them through fertilizer like it's nothing. I'm gonna hear my computer working a little bit tonight. That's surprising. Staying cold, that's all that matters. So head over to the truck, we'll fill this back up with fertilizer and then go back in. continue working on it. Planner does not like turning super sharp. That's the only problem. But, I mean, it is in testing, so I'll play around with it for a little bit. Likes to push the tractor a little bit. I get that, like, feeling in driving. I'm not gonna fill up. Back in the field. Go back on this course, try to keep our tracks at minimal throughout the field. Foot compaction in one spot. But, we're on this field now, we're getting there, and then we'll just have headlands to finish. So. We will get this unfolded. Nice. An achievement. Ooh. It's probably not the one that I haven't gotten before anyways. Alright, let's drive forward. We'll get this, oh, you're done unfolding, aren't you? There we go. And there goes the overturn of the tractor. Alright, so we're back planning. Like I said, we'll finish this field on stream, and then tomorrow I'll have one last planting stream of the pinto beans in the big field. Don't know if we'll do as much physical planning with that field, just because I know it can get kind of boring watching me just sit here on a GPS line and plant. I'd be bored pretty well too, so. Eugene, if you're still watching, hello. Once this stream is ended, you should be able to add comments to the stream if you want to know where any of the mods came from. I'll do my best to get back to you on that. Do my research, let you know if it's a Patreon mod or whatnot. So still trying to get a hold of a few mods out there, but kind of hard to find. A lot of them are private still, so eventually I'll try and learn how to convert them. I'm looking for the Boxcar Magnum right now. That's probably one of my most, that's probably, if not my most favorite tractor, medium-sized tractor, especially just kind of for a starting tractor. But I think custom modding is getting finished on the Case Early Riser planters. So I said earlier in the stream, but as soon as those are released, you won't see me have any John Deere planters. So if that's a hint as to who I support, I got to run John Deere in the game for now, just because those are the mods that are out. But I prefer a Case. There just aren't those mods out, and I don't like the in-game case combines and case tractors. I'm waiting for the Steiger STS or the AFS series to come out, but in the Magnum AFS series, and for someone to make a modded AF11 because the one in game sucks. They don't have the customizations, you know, that combine should have, in my opinion, at least. But should have a couple more rounds, and then we'll get to the headlands, and then we'll call it a night. A little bit over probably an hour, probably be an hour and 15-minute stream. If we make it to an hour and 30, it will surprise me. We'll probably have to free fill with fertilizer, so we'll make it to an hour and 30-minute stream because we're burning through it. But so yeah, we disc tilled this this field, so that's why we have this texture. The previous cornfield we planted, we plowed it and then disc tilled it. So we had corn stubble in that one before, so I wanted to get that worked in, and we ran a lot of grain cart, so we had a lot of compaction on that field. This one was, I think pinto bean, maybe soybean, but I'm not 100% sure. Looks like it was soybean. Yeah, soybean from that spot in the corner of the field. You know, I hope the headland we didn't lower our planter too late. I don't think we did, but oh, I can feel the sleepiness kicking in, drowsiness. But I'll push through and, like I said, get this field done for you guys. Because I think this is the most traction we've had pretty much on a stream, on a live stream. So it looks like late night streams might be our go-to here. So see, we have 4 people watching now. Welcome to the stream. I don't know if you've been tuning in and out or not, but if you aren't a subscriber and like the video, don't forget to throw the thumbs up and subscribe. Probably live stream again tomorrow night, and maybe twice tomorrow, maybe tomorrow afternoon, and one tomorrow night, depending on if my buddies want to play on the PlayStation or not. But alright, let's figure out where we gotta go back here. There's a GPS line. There you are. And if you celebrated Easter, I hope you had a good Easter. Where'd the GPS line go there? Alright, whatever. Guess we'll follow this one now. Well, now the main part of the field's done. We'll get started on the headlands, and then it shouldn't be too long, and we'll be done and over with the stream. So let's get started. I didn't mention it, but I mentioned in my previous live stream the link to the map to the Patreon for OS Farms, the North Forest River, North Dakota, is posted in the description of the live stream. You do have to pay for it, so I think it's $25. There are other mods that he's released so far that when you pay $25, it's not just for the map. There's also other things you can get as well, but I think the map is the big picture when you subscribe to his Patreon. So. I think I'm gonna circle back around and go back down the long way of the field. I know that won't work. Shoot. We'll figure it out. I think that's the other road. I would like to see, however, in the future, I would like to see this map converted to row crop. I think that was a great not invention, but update to a lot of the Farming Simulator 22 maps. I enjoyed playing row crop because it forced me to actually plant. Made it more interesting to harvest too. I got my brother involved more in the farming side of it than the cattle side because he'd have to run grain cart for me actively because running combine on a row crop field you had to follow the rows too. So and it made it just a lot more realistic. Not that this game already isn't, but it just added to it. I know that there is. I think there is one row crop map out already. I think Monteith is row crop already. So I'd be curious to see how many maps are going to get a row crop version and just your normal standard version. Well, plugging away, getting this field finished up. Yeah, but sleepiness is feeling drowsy. Starting to take effect. I don't know if anybody else is streaming tonight for me, some of the big names. I'm kind of curious. I don't think so. Warzone, Warzone, Warzone. Don't think anybody else is live streaming from Sim right now, at least big names. So, not that I'm anywhere near their status, but might be why we had more traction on the stream tonight. It is 1 o'clock. Yeah, well, we did finish around 1 o'clock. I figured we would. Oh, I'm exhausted. But I promise, like I said, I made my promise. I will get this field finished in stream. That way, I don't leave you guys, the audience hanging on, doing something off screen. So, but as soon as I get this done, I don't even think I'm gonna move anything out of the field. I think I'm just gonna leave it as is and call it a night. I don't need to spend any more time messing around with that. I can do that stuff in the next stream as we wait for the 9R to get through his field. Because the 9R is not even halfway done yet. Oh, that's hard to see. But now we gotta finish up this little corner here. The typical rounded corner from course play. Man, where'd the tracks go? Alright, whatever. Oh, please have enough fertilizer to make it all the way around the field. I do not want to have to fill up. We should. Not burn through it that fast, but... How many acres is that big field? 153 acres. We just got done planting roughly 70. We got 70 acres of corn. Well, I don't know how many we have. We'll have 44. Is that 100? About 200. We'll probably have 250 acres of pinto beans, and then maybe 150 acres of corn to harvest. Excuse me, hiccups. So the harvest streams are going to be, those could be long, but sometimes those grab. I cut that corner bad. I can fix that. But those harvest streams can, a lot of people, I don't know why, they just tune into those. But get back on the GPS track. Yeah, I don't know. What are we at? About an hour and 15 minutes. Okay, that's not bad. Probably be about an hour and 25 minutes by the time we're done here. If you did just tune in now, I saw the viewers went up a count. We're gonna finish this Headland Pass on this field here, and then we're gonna call it a night. because it's about 1 a.m. Eastern time for me. So more than welcome to go back. I'll probably be streaming tomorrow, like I said multiple times before in the stream, but I'll probably stream tomorrow, maybe twice. One in the afternoon time, probably between noon or 1 o'clock Eastern time, PM, and then probably another one tomorrow night. Maybe I'll start it a little earlier so we can get maybe 2-3 hour stream going tomorrow night. Don't forget to, if you do subscribe and you do want to know when I'm streaming, don't forget to hit the notification button. That way you get notified if you're able to watch the stream, catch the stream, or go back. You can always go back and watch the live stream too. So it looks like we'll have enough fertilizer to make it around the field. Good. I don't have to deal with refilling. But yeah, that's the bean. That's the pinto bean field we'll have to plant coming up. So don't know how much then that will be me actually physically doing the planting. We might actually do a little bit of mowing work. I don't know. We already have enough hay bales to begin with, but we can add more to the count. Doesn't ever hurt, especially because we're going to get more cattle. So we have 2.9 million liters of silage. Yeah, it's miserable. We did a lot of chopping before we started streaming. I kind of prepped everything, but what is that land roller doing? Land rose already? Jeez. Well, we might drive that back to the farm too yet before the end of the video. Or we could save that for the next one and kill some time for the 9R to get more ground worked up. We might do that. I mean, it doesn't matter. No matter what, it's going to be the same amount of time, but just to make sure I'm coming through okay. Kill some time for the... Okay, good. It's coming through okay. Check it. Idiot me, check it an hour and 20-some minutes into the stream instead of checking it before I started. I have noticed I've gotten quieter talking throughout the stream, so I just wanted to make sure you could hear me. So if you get feedback in the background, I apologize for that. But we're getting to the end of the field here. We're getting ready to finish it up, so planted probably roughly 60 acres of corn on stream today. Because just wish we had a little bit started on this field before we started streaming. But yeah, I would say maybe 55, 60 acres of corn we planted on stream. Next stream we'll get 150 acres of pinto beans in the ground. So it'll probably be 2 streams tomorrow, maybe total of 3 hours. Could be even longer. We'll see. The afternoon one might be even an hour and a half, 2 hours, and then the night stream, maybe I'll try and push 3. Start at around 10, maybe get to 1 o'clock. Kind of see how the viewers go as we get later into the night. If they start to die off, then stop streaming, but we'll see how it goes tomorrow. But we'll finish this little part of the field up and take the planter back, and then I'm gonna end the stream there for tonight. So um, if you did watch the stream tonight and you stuck through it, I appreciate you watching. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, thumbs up, also the notification button so you are notified when I start my next live stream, so you're able to tune into that. But we'll take this out by the trucks, and then we'll turn the tractor planter off. Well, just the tractor off now. We got the planter folded up, and then call it quits. And we'll get the roller in the next stream. We'll bring that up to the farm. We might actually, now that I think about it, the next stream too, might get a lot of spraying into that second round of fertilizer on the fields. So turn these GPS lines off. But we'll stop it here. I appreciate everyone who watched and tuned in, even if it was for 30-ish seconds tonight. It still means something. So thanks again. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not. Hit the like button, the notification button, and we'll catch you in the next one tomorrow.